Hello, welcome to the LineStar YouTube channel. We're back for another Underdog Fantasy Best Ball live draft. I know you guys are into March Madness, but right now we are in the madness of Underdog Fantasy Best Ball. So we're going to do a live draft. It'll be helpful for you if you've maybe never played Underdog Fantasy Best Ball, or if you're an expert too, maybe some tips, some tricks. Tyler is a pro at this. How many have you done so far?
A little under 50.
So, yes, that's a lot of best ball. So
It is.
Tyler knows a thing or two about how to approach the draft and how to get you set. If you don't know what best ball is, we have some other videos that can talk you through, what it is, how to play it, some strategy videos as well. So check out our YouTube page for that. And speaking of our YouTube page, make sure you are subscribed to our channel and you sign up for notifications so that you can keep up to date with everything that we're coming out with. We've got a lot of daily prop bet videos, all sorts of things. And of course, if you don't already have Underdog Fantasy, which is where we're playing our best ball, make sure to download it. Use our promo code LineStar for up to $100 of your first deposit match, plus 2 free months of LineStar. Tyler, talk about LineStar. You've been crushing it with LineStar.
LineStar is the best spot to get all your DFS needs and player prop betting. We have all the data analytics that you need to help pick your bets, along with our projections to help you as well.
All right. So right now we're looking at Tyler's screen for best ball. And so we are going to both enter in here. I got to find it on my computer. Go to the live drafts.
Waiting for 10.
All right. And of course, this is nicknamed the Dinger, aptly so. Hopefully the players I draft will get a few of those this season. I've already gotten cheesy to start the draft. I got some corny jokes that I'm looking forward to using. Okay. Yes, I wish to enter.
With these baseball drafts take a little longer to fill out than football do. Football seems to be almost instant. But best ball is just a really cool, newer way of fantasy. Best ball has been around for a little while. However, these giant tournaments have not been around for that long. So there is still some edge. It is a newer game. It's not solved yet like DFS kind of is. So it's fun.
Yeah, so we're waiting on it to get filled right now. You know what I'm hoping, Tyler? That I get a player that is the equivalent of Princeton men's basketball team.
Oh yeah? You want to find...
The biggest upset, an ultimate sleeper pick. Let's find him that's going to be the big upset this season.
I like it.
Yeah, we're going to try to find that in the draft. Tyler knows a couple players that are low-key sleepers.
There's a few that I like, yeah.
We have a video on some sleepers if you want to check that out as well.
We also have a video on the late round stacks.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to stacking it up in the late rounds.
Yeah.
One of the things you have to consider too is something Tyler pointed out to me was, hey, you have to look at the last couple rounds and where the teams are playing, because that can have a huge impact. Are they playing at Coors Field or are they playing at Petco?
Yeah.
Or those types of things. How many games are they playing? Because some teams are playing more than others, which could really impact things. So there's a lot to consider. You might not know all this stuff going in, but the more you know, the more you can dominate these drafts and possibly walk away with $100,000 at the end of the season. So that's the ultimate goal. But even if you're not maybe going to win a lot of cash, it's just so much fun to do and keep up with baseball throughout the season.
But when you start doing these drafts, you want to give yourself the best chance to win. If you look at the payout structure, just advancing, you don't really make much money, especially when it takes the entire season, to get that little bit back. So you really want to give yourself that chance to get first. And you need to kind of think about all the things that come together for those finals, where the games play, what teams have the most games. Because it is 2 weeks long, there is a difference in games. Like there's 3 teams that play every single day for 14 days.
Right.
So having that is helpful to give yourself a chance.
And in the words of Ricky Bobby, if you ain't first, you're last. We gotta be
wise
first.
Man. There's one wise man.
All right. make sure to join. If you're watching us right now, hop on in. Join the party.
In the draft.
Okay, so are we making a wager on this one, Tyler? You and I? What are we saying here?
Oh boy, you want to go straight to that, huh?
Like, yeah, what are we doing? Do you have to wear a Oh, okay. So we got a little bit of an echo, we're told. So we're gonna try to fix that for you.
Yeah.
Maybe echoing a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this could be a mic issue.
Yeah, it sounds like I'm Chris, but yours might be a little off.
We could always do like a joint.
We could do that too. Just put it in the middle.
Singing like we're a
duet.
We're recording
doing a duet.
It's like Fleetwood Mac. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Daisy Jones and the Six. Tyler, you know about Daisy Jones and the Six? Great.
Sure don't.
Right now.
Sure don't.
Let's see if that ended up working.
Mm-hmm.
How are we doing there?
We still have quite a few. We got 8 to fill up still.
Okay. So if you're watching right now, make sure to hop on in so we can fill this draft. In the meantime, we can wax poetic about the New York Yankees if you want, Tyler. I know that's one of your favorite endeavors.
Unfortunately getting hurt all over the
That's just everybody. That's everybody.
Yeah. I mean, it's all New York.
New Yorkers, oh man. Edwin Diaz, that one hurts.
What are your thoughts?
I was going to ask you the same exact question. My thoughts are, I think I like the World Baseball Classic. I'm a big fan of it. I understand why you might not want to participate in it, which is fine. Totally get it, because you want to, go all in for the season, and that's totally great. But I think it's pretty awesome to represent your country. The World Baseball Classic is so much fun to watch. And so I think, unfortunately, injuries are kind of a part of the game, and you feel bad for Edwin Diaz. What are your thoughts?
I mean, these guys can get hurt in spring training. You're not going to cancel spring training if one player gets hurt. Although Gavin Lux, there's actually been several that have been hurt during spring training.
Yeah.
So I think it's just part of playing baseball. The players seem to absolutely love this. It is fun and exciting for the fans, so I don't see why you wouldn't play it. Like, yes, your star player on the Mets or, any team for that matter can get hurt, and it's a risk, but they could get hurt in spring training. So.
Yeah. And especially, some of these injuries that we're seeing, and I'm sure our buddy at sixscore.com, Dr. Chow, could offer some better analysis. I'm by no means a doctor. However, it seems like sometimes the joints or whatever, the muscles are kind of just so overused that, like, it just happened to be at the World Baseball Classic, but could have easily just as happened, like you mentioned, in spring training or in the first game of the season. I mean,
for all we know, there already could have been a slight injury, and then one of his teammates just put a little pressure where they shouldn't have, and, it got hurt that way when, maybe it was a ticking time bomb. We really don't know.
Right, I'm being told that we got some audio issues, so I'm gonna go try to fix it.
Sweet.
Be back.
It's all mine now.
Hold it down.
Gotta hold it down here. Still waiting for 7 to join. If you guys are watching, get in. I don't know how many are watching because it's not up on my screen. I got the draft. But let's go. Let's play some best ball. Let's see what you got. All right. 7 more to go. We can take a minute here and we can show you what I've got here. So I've done 48 drafts. Let's look at my exposure. I'm way too high on Jorge Polanco so far. I keep expecting his ADP to move up, so I'd move off of him, but it just stays, and I keep getting him to drop to me, so I keep taking him. I'm going to have to very soon just pivot off him because I don't want too much of him when I'm doing so many drafts. But I really do like him. Vaughn Grissom is another one I really like that's up there. Pitching is pretty key in this stuff. So I got a lot of pitchers in more so the middle rounds up high than high. I have not been aggressively looking at the pitchers in the first couple rounds. I've been taking one usually in the 4th or 5th as my first pitcher off the board. That is just me, though. I'm playing it a little looser with pitchers, trying to stack hitters, but nothing wrong with the guys going in the first and second round, obviously. I just think that even the guys in the 4th have similar upside to those, so I'm taking the chance there. And if you look down here, Seth Brown, I like Oakland outfielders late. You can stack a couple of them. So a lot of pitchers in my top 20%. I probably have not made my net wide enough for pitchers yet. And that's why you see so many kind of percolating to the top of this list here. But lots and lots of guys. You're drafting this time. Oh, and it's only showing 45 teams when I think I've done a couple more drafts than that. We'll have to get that updated here soon. How's it going, Shannon?
Still getting an echo.
Oh, mine too?
Yeah, I hear it.
Ah, bummer.
Do we have an echo on our thing? Only me. Okay, sure.
Yeah. Can probably just throw mine in the beginning or in the middle and push your mic out.
Sounds good. That works for me.
All right. Duet time.
I'm back.
What are we singing?
All right. We're going to push that one away. Broken mic.
Still waiting on 7. You didn't even miss anything.
Oh, okay.
Just me rambling. I don't even know what I said.
So we, everybody getting set for St. Patrick's Day? Green beer? Anyone? I was saying to Tyler earlier today, give me this microphone.
Oh boy.
That I don't have any green clothing. And every year, St. Patrick's Day is a reminder that I don't have a single item of green clothing in my closet.
You needed to have a solo to be able to say that?
Yes. I needed a mic for that.
Being as it is St. Patty's, we should have had a couple beers here.
Definitely.
We dropped the ball on that one. Oh well. It happens.
It's the waiting game.
Mm-hmm.
In the meantime, I would like to talk about, I really need the mic for this one.
Oh boy.
While we're waiting, can we talk about Aaron Rodgers to the Jets? I mean, I'm just saying, as a Jets fan, it's worthy of a conversation. We're talking.
It is worthy.
MLB Best Ball, but worth a consideration. Personally, I think his value goes up in Best Ball. What do you think?
Rodgers is interesting because his offense has always ran at such a slow pace, but his efficiency has made that not matter.
Mhm.
Now, there's a question here to be had: is he getting older and becoming less efficient? And if he keeps this slow pace, might not be great for fantasy. Now, nobody knows if that is the slow pace is a product of Rodgers or a product of the Packers organization. So does he speed up with new coaching staff, or is it the same old Rodgers?
Yeah, either that, but he's got a ton of weapons.
He does.
So I'm looking forward to it. That's for sure.
Brees
Hall will be back.
Catching those swing routes. That'll be fun. And Rodgers likes to target the running back, so and he will lock into the guys that he likes. So Wilson could be interesting.
Wilson.
It'll be fun.
It definitely will be fun.
What is your thoughts on people saying they're still the third best in the division?
I don't think they're third best. Let's pump the brakes.
I mean,
listen, I'm a Jets fan, so I'm very aware of our mediocrity, if you can even call it mediocrity. Like, that might be a generous term to apply to the New York Jets.
It's a very generous term.
So, I'm aware of it, but our defense, I think, automatically we have a Super Bowl defense.
You have a legit defense. Yes.
I'm just saying.
A very good D. We'll see if it comes back. Seems like the team did rally around Coach Saleh. I think there's a lot of good things going on. I think Tua's health really depends on for that team. Bills are going to make some changes. They could get a little bit better. I mean, it's an interesting division. There's 3 legit Super Bowl contenders in the same division.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. And
that is what we thought with the AFC West this year.
That's a good point.
And
the Raiders
were terrible. Chargers are meh.
That is true.
Denver was terrible.
Denver was awful. Yep. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out. And it's looking like Patriots might get Hopkins, right?
They are going after him. They did sign Juju, though, so I don't know if they'll go Juju and Hopkins. Who knows, though?
Yeah. I know that Bill Belichick really likes Andre Hopkins.
I mean, how do you not like Hopkins?
How do you not? Especially when he was on my fantasy team. I was willing to have him sit out the first few weeks, but unfortunately, he still didn't make the playoffs.
Didn't come through for you.
Did
not come through for you.
He did put up a lot of points, just not enough.
Mm-hmm.
I was super unlucky, I think. There's no excuses, right? But there are a little bit of excuses.
No excuses. Play like a champion. Rule number 76. Everybody knows that.
I just had a really, my BAPIP was just not happening in fantasy.
It's bad when you're going to a baseball stat for football. Yeah. That's when you know you did really bad last season.
Just trying to justify my poor fantasy performance.
Yep. Life's rough, huh?
Tyler, you made the finals for Best Ball for NFL, correct?
I did. It was the football Best Ball contest. It's $2 million to first, and would have been nice to win that one. But I did make the finals, finished middle of the road. Payout was just under $5,000. But yeah, I like Best Ball. Best Ball is slowly turning into probably possibly my favorite form of daily fantasy.
So what is it that really, I'm going to try to pull this out a little bit. Maybe I'll catch her. Oh. You guys can hear us?
That could work as well.
We'll see.
What is it for me? I got into daily fantasy sports for my love of fantasy sports. And then I was like, I could play this daily and make money with it. Right. Sounds great. And now, this is similar to season long. So you have that kind of fun of drafting. And then, but you don't have the work of having to deal with, there's no way I'm going to be managing 50 teams if I have to actually manage the waiver wire and all that
Yeah.
and setting lineups. Like, I just wouldn't want to deal with that. But with this, I can. And, I'm spreading, diversifying my players and my teams, trying to give myself the best chance to win it. But it's fun to follow along, just like a normal season long team, and it's a sweat that's 6 months long.
And let's be honest, fantasy baseball season long.
It's a lot of work.
It's a full-time job.
Yeah, it's a ton of work.
And you know what? Sometimes you just don't have time for that, and you just want to do the draft though, and still keep up with all the players and everything that's going on, and in a competitive space.
Absolutely. We good to go here yet, or what? Still waiting on 4? Come on, peoples.
We gotta get this draft filled up.
Let's get it going.
Come on, March Madness can wait. We're doing best ball.
That is probably why it's going a little slower too.
Just take a break. Step away for like a minute, or you can watch and do this. It's very easy.
Yeah, that is very true.
You can multi-screen it. Yeah, no. How's your bracket looking, Tyler?
Arizona crushed it. I haven't actually looked at mine today at all, so I don't know the updates today. But yeah, I do know Arizona crushed me.
Crushed me as well. I had them going to the Final Four. That one's gonna sting a little bit.
So I did 2 brackets. I did our work one, and then I did one with friends. My friends league one, I had Arizona in the finals.
Ooh,
so
that one definitely hurts.
Sayonara to me.
Who would have thought? Good old Princeton, the Princeton Tigers.
Yeah. So, but if Gonzaga can win it, I guess I still have a chance.
Okay. I have Houston. So.
Yeah. I mean, I luckily, that's my one out with losing Arizona, is that I went with a title contender that not many took.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking I'm the only one in our bracket. There's only one other in my other bracket. So it's all on Gonzaga.
Yeah, we'll see here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, Arizona hurt me. And I had also Penn State beat Texas A&M. I didn't have them going far, though, but so far I'm okay. I had West Virginia beating Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, the Arizona one, I'm seeing the red on my bracket right now, and that's not looking too good. But so, yeah, I'm all in on best ball now. My bracket's busted. If yours is too, come draft with us. It'll be fun.
Hey, March Madness is great, but man, it hurts when
it's like day one.
In on a guy. Yeah, it sucks.
It doesn't.
That's what my cousin is, a sore loser and just didn't even make one before it started, because whole reason was because he always takes a team that gets knocked out early. So he surely would have taken Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, that's part of it. It's part of the fun, though.
Yeah.
I don't think you should shy away just because you get it wrong.
Yeah.
It's fun to follow along.
Embrace it. You can't be afraid of failure. Embrace it.
I did love seeing Dr. Chow's post about his son.
Oh, yeah.
That was funny.
Tell the audience all about it.
Yeah, Dr. Chow's son woke up yesterday morning saying he was super sick. And so they let him stay home. And then he got home a little bit after the tournament started to check on him. And his son's sitting on the couch with a highlighter and all his brackets, following along what's going on.
So what is the move there from a parental perspective?
Man, that's a tough one.
Do you make him go to school, or do you say, well played, sir? And
I say well played. Well played. I think yesterday his son was all of us. That's what all of us wish we did. But hey, Some of us got to come to work still, you know?
Yeah, gotta do it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Still waiting for 5.
have you ever missed school for a sporting event or
Yes.
your parents ever
Yes.
play hooky for something that was not because you were sick or?
Absolutely. My dad's side of the family is all huge UCLA fans.
Mm-hmm.
And so we did go to the Final Four one year.
Ooh.
So skip for a sporting event, you know?
Absolutely.
And it was fun, you know? It was the year we won it too. So
excellent.
Yeah, it was fun.
Sometimes sports are more important than biology or whatever class.
I would say it depends on what
subject.
What subject? Yes,
like
but more so what level of school and what in school you're missing. I mean, for this in particular trip, I think I was still in like elementary school, so like, who cares? Like, not like I'm really missing anything, you know. Nothing that they couldn't teach me themselves.
Yeah. Who needs social studies, you know?
Yeah.
Were you a math person? You seem to be with all the stats you do. And
I was definitely much better with math than most subjects. But school in general, I was never that excited about. No. I just always, growing up, I wanted to do something active, you know, play a sport or go surf or do something instead of just be like in class. So, or doing homework.
A lot of people can probably relate to that.
Yeah. So that was always my issue.
Although, if you're watching us right now and you're supposed to be in school, or you're participating this from school, the LineStar podcast does not condone missing school. Just kidding, maybe a little bit.
Well, if they should be of legal gambling age, which
point.
Means they're most likely not in high school.
I'm in college, obviously.
Yeah, and if you're in college, hey, you do you.
Really?
You do you. You're learning your way in the world.
Guess you got to learn how to priorities. That's a big part of college.
It is.
Managing
Time
priorities.
management. Time management.
3 more.
I mean, you got to manage the partying and the schoolwork and activities. There's a lot going on.
All the activities. So many activities.
So, what is your Yankees prediction?
Well, as you know, when we were in Las Vegas for the Fantasy Sports Gaming Association, I already got my ticket for a World Series win. So that's my prediction.
Yeah. Well, that's going to be tough because I got one for the Padres. So
going head to head. Like it.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, that would be pretty amazing.
We still do need to figure out a bet for Yankees versus Padres series in New York in May.
3 game? Was that a 3 game?
3 game.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it.
Got to figure out something there.
If you have any suggestions, let us know for the terms of that. For a while, I've been saying that Tyler needs to do a TikTok dance video.
Yeah, but you doing one, like, you don't care.
I'll do it regardless of the stakes.
Yeah.
I have no shame in my TikTok game.
I don't like TikTok. I don't like dancing.
So it's perfect for you. So we got his side down. You just got to figure out.
Mm-hmm. Make you do something embarrassing.
I'm going to keep all my feelings about things to myself now so that you don't learn what I hate. So they make me do it.
I got a couple things. You get fired up.
Oh, yes. You're going to make me even more, aren't you?
You got to pay those prices every day for a week.
That That is a true punishment. I was saying, Panera. I was getting so upset that my salad was a bowl of lettuce was $20, and I got,
That's just
there's
things
some
these
things you
days.
just got to make a stand in life,
Yeah.
and that's the stand I got to make.
It's unfortunately just the stage that we are in with inflation going nuts.
I guess I'll just go to Chipotle, get a nice burrito bowl. All right, how many left?
3 more.
3
Still
more.
waiting.
Text your friends, see if they want to be in it.
I can't believe it's taking this long.
This is
2
crazy.
more. This is the longest I have had to wait.
Yeah.
Like, even when I'm doing the dog walk drafts, I never wait this long. It's usually once I get up to the top of the hill, it's full, which is like 5 minutes.
Yeah. See if I can send it out in the chat and see if anyone. Just 2 more.
Mm-hmm.
1 more.
1 more.
There's 1 more spot. I feel like I'm on
Still seeing 2.
the Home Shopping Network. We have 1 more in stock, ready for you.
I'm still
The
seeing.
Great Best Ball entry.
I had some lag on mine. Yours went to
Oh yeah,
one before mine.
So
if you get the number 1 pick, you got Judge.
Oh, for sure. No
Homer.
question.
Homer. Everybody's taking Judge though. It's
I mean, Soto's been playing great.
Soto's been amazing.
He looks
lately.
awesome. So I wouldn't hate having Juan Soto on my team, that's for sure.
Well, and then there's Acuna, who, I mean, he has 40-40 upside.
Yeah.
But
and home run derby champ.
The one
Julio
thing
Rodriguez in there as
is Judge scored almost 2,000 underdog points last season. There's nobody close to that. So if he is able to redo that season or even remotely close, then he should be the number 1 pick.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know if he can do that again.
We're filled.
Nice. Let's go. All right. Let's see where we're going. Oh, man. I'm 11. Shandog, you're 6.
Okay, so got some good guys there.
36 seconds and
I
we're
already
ready
know
to
who
go.
I want to get.
You want to get your boy Shohei.
You think I'll get him?
I think you might get him. You saying you want J-Rod?
I would take him. Oh, for sure.
You're not giving it up, huh? You're not giving it up?
Well, I don't know what the people in front of me are going to do, so.
Okay. So you have Judge as your 1. Who is your 2?
2, I got to go Juan Soto. I do like Juan Soto. I would go Juan Soto.
I do too.
Even though Petco makes me a little nervous, he still managed to do just fine.
The thing that makes me most nervous about any Padres is for the finals, they only have 12 games.
Mm-hmm.
And they're in less than average stadiums, hitting wise. So that is my one reserve about them. Now, when you're talking about
Acuna went first.
Yep. When you're talking about a player of Soto's caliber, I mean, 12 games isn't that big of a deal.
Sure.
He can do it, but yeah. All
So
right.
it's interesting that Julio Rodriguez went right there. Surprised no one's gotten Shohei yet.
I've been
Oh, there he goes.
I've been taking him right there. Up, you're on the
So
clock.
I figured I knew it was going to come to this, and so I had this guy already picked out. He was one of your favorite players to pick in home run calls last year.
Jordan, huh?
Alvarez.
You're gone.
You're done. You're gone. Give me a high five for that dad joke. I like it.
Got to bring the dad jokes from time to time.
All right. What are you thinking?
So, Jose would be I am getting Jose Ramirez.
Yeah.
I will take him at the 11 all day long.
J-Rams, unbelievable.
Now we got Petey. Petey hopped in the draft.
It's our coworker.
He took Turner likely because he knew I was going to do it. Nah, I'm sure he would have taken him regardless. You know what?
Freeman.
Gotta go Freeman. My infield is pretty much spoken for now. Nice. Why is it saying that it's not my turn to pick? Oh, there it goes. There's a little lag on my computer.
You gotta do a little refresh action.
Yeah, I can't do that right now.
Oh, yeah, true. Good point. Sorry, Tyler. Or if you want to pick on, well, I guess you can't.
I can't do that either.
Pull up your thing on mine.
Nope, I'm good.
Sorry.
I got it. It'll work fine.
You know what? I'd be so stoked for a lot of these players that are coming up.
Yeah, I mean, the middle part of my draft of the draft right now is probably my favorite. Being in that like 3 through 6 area.
Yeah.
I'm
on the clock.
Yep.
You know where I'm going?
No.
Tatis.
Nice.
It's going to be interesting to see the season that he has, but I just think if he can figure it out.
Yeah.
What's that?
Oh, I just got lag on my.
I think he's got a lot to prove, and I think he's going to be super motivated. And
look, there's only like 3 people that really have legit 40-40 upside, and Tatis is one of them. So you can't go wrong taking him. Obviously, he's going to miss the first couple weeks of the season, but his upside is so high that I don't mind taking him there at all. I've been taking a lot of them. I've calmed down on that a little bit just because I had so much, and he has that first 2 weeks, but I do like it.
All right. So it looks like first pitcher off the board was Garrett Cole. Is that correct? Yes.
As per usual. Here is
you think
the board here.
Overrated.
Actually, first one off the board was Corbin Burns.
Oh, okay.
Which I agree with. And then Garrett Cole went second right after that. Corbin's been getting some hate lately, and I just don't quite get it. I would take him before Garrett Cole over and over again.
The thing I like about Garrett Cole is that he's been so solid and just kind of a workhorse for the Yankees.
He's been getting the innings.
Yeah. My
whole thing is that you can take guys 1 or 2 rounds later that have similar FIP, similar strikeout upside. Yeah. They don't have a history of as many healthy seasons, maybe, but they have the same upside.
Totally. So right now, I'm wondering if I do pitcher or I really like Cedric Mullins. I think I'm going to go Scherzer in this one.
Oh, boy.
Mad Max.
That means I am getting an outfielder to fall to me. Probably.
Maybe I do a little Mets stack. A little Mets stackaroo.
With your pitchers?
True. With your pitchers? No, later on in the late in the draft.
As we talked about, they are one of my favorite late draft stacks. There's a lot of guys you can get.
And Mets stack is one of the ones that we didn't talk about.
We did talk about
it.
Yeah. They have 14 games in the last couple of weeks. They also have changed their ballpark slightly, so we could favor a couple more home runs this year. I think there's a lot to like about the
City
Mets.
Field had been it was one of those weird ballparks that wasn't, it was just very middle of the road, not really one or the other, and in terms of a hitter's park or a pitcher's park.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess just having some, what are they doing? Some different dimensions there? Yeah,
they're pulling in the fence just slightly. I think it's from center to right. It's not going to, or no, sorry. I think they're changing the height of the wall there. It's not going to be a huge difference, but there should be a couple more home runs than years prior.
Oh, Pika Mullins. I like it. I like Mullins.
And I'm just going to hammer outfield because I missed the top tier outfielders in that first round due to drafting late in the round. Pretty set up for outfield and infield. Hopefully Reynolds gets traded to, say, Cleveland halfway through the season. Then I get a nice Cleveland stack that I didn't expect. You're next. Who are you taking?
Oh my God.
What you like?
So Dylan Cease I like his strikeout, upside, but I feel like I can't pass on Jose Altuve. He's always been someone that I have, he just gets those stats,
You do have Alvarez too, so that would be a nice little stack. Shannon's team so far: Max Scherzer, Fernando Tatis, Yordan Alvarez, and Jose Altuve.
There you go. The Astros in general, just I like him because they know how to get on base. They're so good in their situational hitting, and
they like to work the counts. They get to the relievers a little early. I mean, Astros they got a lot of guys that can hit, a lot of guys that can play. Fortunately, now I have 14 more picks to wait.
Get a little wait.
What's your thought on being on the turn or near the edge of the drafts? Do you like that, or do you like being in the middle there?
I don't like it because having to pick back to back is always tough. I feel like rushed or something. But it's fine.
Yeah, I don't mind picking back to back. My issue is that I feel like you do have to reach for players a little more that you want.
Oh, yeah. Good point.
Just because you don't think you're going to come back or whatnot.
Right.
So that would be my issue. I do prefer probably being in more of the middle. However, on my dog walk drafts, it is easier to be on the edge because I, have a little more time between picks.
The dog walk drafts.
It's easier to not let my dog walk into a bush.
You know what? Glad your priorities are straight.
You got to get in it. Got to get it when you can.
Exactly.
I'm busy. It's hard to.
Tyler's busy. He's got to do his multitasking. Best ball draft while walking the dog. I can appreciate being able to do that.
All right. Shan Sum, you are back on the clock, or almost on the clock.
I'm excited. because I still see my boy Dylan Cease.
If he gets dropped to you, I will be shocked.
So happy with that.
I mean, I think he is my third or fourth pitcher.
His strikeout.
Yeah.
Oh!
That's how it goes.
All right. I like Rodon. Let's do it.
Injury and all, huh?
He was a super snub, and I'm actually not that worried about the injury.
Yeah. I haven't seen an update. I know he's expected to start on the IL, but I haven't seen anything as far as how long or whatnot.
I don't think it wasn't. I remember it coming out and being like,
yeah,
whatever.
I mean,
but I guess with any injuries right now, it's not ideal. But
Rodano's going 2 rounds earlier.
He's somebody who is absolutely going to put up, like, his strikeout numbers are crazy now in the rotation for the Yankees.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna get those dubs now. I love it.
Now, I was kind of hoping Bryant fell to me. He did not. So I'm going to take my first pitcher, going Gausman. Now, Petey's on the clock. Petey, knowing him, I guarantee you he takes at least one pitcher here. And then I will probably take another. Ooh, Petro going Harper. My guess is that, yep, he's got Turner. So I figured he had another Philly there.
I'm just filling up my queue here. All right, so you
are... All right, I am on the clock again. I don't really need infielders here. I could take Stephen Kwan, make a little Cleveland stack, but I'm going to go Alek Manoah. Figure out those pitchers, move on, get a couple guys that I would say are studs. And, I mean, number 1 and 2 for Toronto, they could win a lot of games.
All right, 2 picks away.
I feel like you're always on the clock.
I know.
Middle rounds.
It's a great thing.
Middle rounds.
It's a beautiful thing, Tyler.
Yep.
And I think I know where I want to go. I think I do.
Mm-hmm.
Who is Glitch going with? Christian Yelich. Okay. So the 3, I'm looking for outfielder.
Mm-hmm.
Giancarlo Stanton, Nick Castellanos, and Taylor Ward. In this situation, I think I'm going to go Taylor Ward, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I think...
I love Taylor Ward. The only issue that I have seen with drafting him is Shohei and Trout go so early, and then there's not a ton to stack with after Ward.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So it is hard. I mean, you can take Rendon or go Drury. You know, there's a couple guys later in the draft, but, like, there's not much.
That's a good point.
But, I mean, you know I love Ward.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point for that one.
I think legitimately there's a path to him being, say, a second-round pick next year. He's in an offense with Trout and Shohei. Like, they have to pitch to him.
Yeah. The key will be keeping those guys healthy.
Yeah.
Which is,
unfortunately,
they haven't been able to.
That is a real issue.
But yeah, Taylor Ward has some serious upside. He was a great season. All right, so for everyone watching, so right now I've got Max Scherzer, Carlos Rodon, Fernando Tatis, Jose Altuve, Jordan Alvarez, Taylor Ward. So that's where I'm at.
All right, and I have Kevin Gosman, Alek Manoah, Jose Ramirez, Freddie Freeman, Brian Reynolds, George Springer. Toronto is another team that doesn't have a ton of guys later in the draft to take. So it is I've seen it being hard to stack with them. There are a few guys you can take late, but not a ton.
Yeah, that's something I got to be thinking about here because this is getting a little bit harder for me to try to stack, but hopefully we can do it a little bit later in the rounds. Okay, here's the question I have for you, Tyler, is like, how much do you want to get the best player versus how much do you need them to be incorporated with your stack?
I think earlier in the draft, you should take the best player. However, if there's two that are close, take the guy that's stacked because they're, close skill level. Later in the draft, however, I would prioritize the stack a little bit more than player, unless like somebody, a ton of value is dropping to you. So that's kind of how I've been playing it.
I'm going to go with Castellanos here. I thought about Giancarlo just because I'm a Yankees fan. However,
homerism.
I feel like that's a homer call, and I'm trying to win. You know what I mean? So
I actually thought you were going to go Jose Abreu there.
Oh, you did?
With your Houston players already?
I probably should have, but I was a little concerned as this is, I think, just the third draft that I've done, and I worry because the outfielders seem to go really fast.
They do.
So that was, I guess, the one concern.
And it is a real concern. They do fall off. I mean, really, if you just think about it, like there's 3 outfielders per team. There's 5 infielders.
Yeah.
Like it's obvious there's going to be less outfielders. But because there is less, they also get drafted a little bit early. I am going to kind of get a little Dodger stack here and get JD Martinez with Freddie Freeman. So I like where that is. I also have 3 outfielders at least, which feels pretty good. Now I can kind of go wherever I want.
So he's doing a little Mets action there.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say who I'm gonna go because Pete will snake me because he likes to do that. I'm gonna go Tyler O'Neill, good old Tyler Bump. I mean, look, he's 1 year removed from a 34 home run, almost 20 steal season. He's been playing really well. Cardinals are one of my favorite late draft stacks as well. So I know there's stacking options with them late. Cleveland is actually one that I've had a hard time to stack.
Cleveland is a hard stack?
Like, you can get the guys. I just don't like clicking any of them. Like, they had this season we didn't expect last year where they won a lot of games. The offense was really productive. I just feel like maybe they played a little ahead of themselves. Like I'm thinking maybe there's regression in that offense, but like a lot of the guys, it's like not a ton of power, not a ton of speed. It's like the Xander Bogaerts of the AL. Oh, you're back on the clock.
I'm back. And I'm trying to get my infield a little bit here. And I thought about your boy Musgrove sitting right there, which I
He
like.
is. He is
Especially
throwing
that he
again.
plays
He
at
is throwing
Petco
again.
Park, but I kind of want to get my infield. So I'm going with
Musgrove.
no. I'm going with, who did I go with? Jeremy Pena. Did I go with Jeremy?
Went with Musgrove.
I went with Musgrove. I meant to go with Pena. I thought I clicked draft button. If you're watching and you're like,
Pena
need
is.
a tip, make sure you press the right button.
Yeah. Or at least have the guy you want on the top of your queue.
Yeah, he was in my queue, which is why they picked him up. So
Pena.
I'm fine with that.
Pena is one of my favorites. I've been trying to take him a lot. Houston's another team. There's not much to stack with late.
Sure.
So
dang it.
It is kind of hard to get Houston stacks.
Really wish I could have hit the button
correctly.
Yeah, it happens.
It happens. Maybe you get lucky and he comes back to you in whatever,
you're not
7 picks.
You're not
I can't take him. I don't have a pick between.
All right.
I would love to take him. Although, like I said, there's not much late for Houston. If I don't have a Houston player, I haven't really been taking him at this point.
And
there's
also,
not
I
much
also
after.
have Altuve, Alvarez.
Totally.
So if there's other places I can go, that's fine too. As you always say, Tyler, you got to let the draft play out and see what comes to you.
You do. You do.
So, it's exactly the same approach in the NFL. It's all what they always say.
Hunter Green is an interesting pitcher this year.
What makes him interesting?
Well, he obviously started last season not great, but he figured something out. And the end of the season, he was crushing it. And so is he going to continue that, or is he going to revert back to the guy that he was earlier in the season? He's been a big prospect for years.
Sometimes people just figure it out. Kind of like
he might figure it out.
Jordan Montgomery. Oh, my boy's off the board. So I got to figure out a pick really fast.
Mm-hmm.
Not finding anyone. I don't want to reach too far. Just to force a stack here. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Could always go pitcher again.
So I'm just going to go ahead and take Jake Cronenworth.
Take Crone Dog.
Going to the Crone Zone.
Crone Zone. Little San Diego stack there.
There you go. I could have probably gotten someone else and still maybe gotten him.
Mm-hmm.
But I wasn't quite sure who else I wanted. So I guess like sometimes when in doubt, just go with a stack or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely that. I mean, it's a thing to use as a good tiebreaker.
Mm-hmm.
Can't decide from two. One has a stack, one doesn't. Go with the stack. Kind of bummed that Chapman just went because he could have made a little Toronto stack for me. I don't even like Chapman that much. He's really only somebody I'm getting to when I can stack him.
Mm-hmm. Tyler, you're up.
I am up, and I am going back to pitcher. Good old Charlie Morton. I now have 3 pitchers, 2 infielders, and 4 outfielders.
How many pitchers have you been going? I feel like you go less pitchers, right? I've
been doing 5 or 6 pitchers most drafts, and that is why I have been kind of focusing to. I've been getting 4 at least in the first 8-9 rounds usually, but not any of the top top guys. And I wasn't paying attention.
You're up.
And I'm going to go Max Muncy. Just lean into the Dodger stack a little more here. Thought about going with another pitcher. Don't love the guys that are on the top of the board, though. I feel like I can get others with similar output later. And I know on our fades show, we talked about Glasnow.
Mm-hmm.
Glasnow is almost to that spot that I said I would start considering him.
Okay.
Because his ADP has fallen to 116. I think when we were talking, I was saying like 130-ish.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like he's the best pitcher on the board right now.
Oh, he absolutely is.
Yeah.
You just have concerns. You don't know when he's going to be pitching again. You know, they're shutting him down for 6 to 8 weeks, and then who knows from there.
He is by far the my favorite there. I feel like when you look at the pitchers around him, I'm like, Glasnow is by far the best one there. I mean, we haven't seen a lot of him because he was hurt, but when we do see the one, what did he play? Like one game last year?
There's just a lot of uncertainty with him right now. I think I would still.
Yeah, I'm going to do it, Tyler. I know you might.
Do it.
I got to take it to Tyler bumping everything. Reason being, I feel like in a lot of these best balls, and you know, you've done more of them than I have, but you got to just take shots.
You do. Now, how do you feel with the fact that you have 2 pitchers starting the season on IL?
Yeah, I didn't think about that one, did I? I didn't play that out well, right?
You got Rodon. You got.
So what you're saying is I can't take another IL pitcher?
I would advise against that. The thing is, you have like a 40-year-old Max Scherzer.
Can we? Oh, he's still a beast.
He is a beast.
Do not underestimate Mad Max.
Even though he doesn't have matching eyes, he's a beast.
He's awesome. I love him.
Yeah. I would absolutely advise against another pitcher's not starting the season.
Thanks. I guess I should have taken that into account, huh?
What the thing is though, like this is the entire season long, and you're getting huge values with those guys.
Right, but you still need to make it to the.
Gonna need to do enough in that first month of the season when you also don't have Tatis.
Yeah. So
you're gonna need to do enough early.
What you're saying is, I got to get some guys who are healthy.
Yes.
A little bit.
And I would probably say don't be too worried about taking a vet later in the draft here, just because it's like a little more known.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the times there's a lot of vets that have fallen way down because we know they're not going to take another step forward.
Yeah.
You know, like they are kind of what they are. So in that aspect, it's probably good for you to take more veterans. I know who you are chomping at the bit for here. I will not say it. I don't think it's hard for people to figure out, though.
I mean, I'm actually
look at the board.
I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because there's another player there that could help my stack situation. And I'll give you a hint. He plays for the Phillies.
I did see that one and thought you might go there as well.
But you know what? I don't know if I can pass on the king of the short porch. But I'm going to.
I cannot believe you didn't take Nasty Nestor.
Oh, you thought Nestor?
Yeah.
I thought you meant Rizzo.
Oh, I thought you were taking
I feel
Nasty
like
Nestor.
yeah. He's another guy that's kind of hurt, isn't he? A little banged up.
Oh, is he? I had not seen that if he was. But he's still expected to start the season, right?
Let me check on that because he might have just gotten something. He should he'll start.
Yeah.
I do worry about a little regression for Nestor Cortez this season if I'm being entirely objective about. I worry about the pitch clock and how that will impact him. He is someone who kind of likes to game a lot with his delivery and everything, and now there's different rules in place, so I'm curious to see kind of like how that will impact him as a pitcher. I mean, I still think he's awesome. I got a t-shirt for him, there's that. So, but unfortunately, I don't think it's a good strategy to pick players according to who I have a jersey or t-shirt of.
Went with another pitcher. I got 4. I'm almost done with pitchers now.
Okay.
You got
how many? 4?
I have 4. All
4.
Are
healthy.
Legit. All 4 are healthy. I'm gonna round out a little Cleveland stack here with Bell. So take that. So now I do have a stack of Cleveland. I have a stack of the Dodgers. Got to figure out how to stack Toronto, the Pirates, St. Louis. If I don't stack one of them, it'll be totally fine. But I've been trying to get at least 10 guys that are in stacks.
Okay. 10 guys in stacks. Yeah, you did pull up a chart that we went over on our show about the stacks earlier this week that illustrated basically the more you stack, the better you'll be.
However, don't overload one team too much because then your chance of the finals goes down, but your chance of advancing is good. But I'm here to win it.
Here you go. So I'm on the clock right now, and I want to kind of shore up my outfield a little bit. So Oscar Gonzalez was one of my favorite players last year, and
you just want to listen to SpongeBob.
He has an amazing walk-up song, which is really how we should choose every player in best ball.
That's how you go.
That's my criteria. No, but he played incredibly. He played
well.
A hit. What was it? His first 8 games. Like he was on this ridiculous streak when he first got called up, and he can definitely produce. So I love him.
You can.
Big fan of his.
Your boy Rizzo was still on.
Like you said, though, Cleveland is hard to stack. So
they are kind of hard to stack. Do you have Cleveland guys?
I don't.
There's enough guys that are producing that it isn't that hard. I just feel like outside of J-Ram, every single one of them, I would rather somebody else around where they're going.
Fair enough.
And I just keep falling into that kind of trap. But, I mean, they got a good team.
They're a fun team to watch.
Yeah, I mean,
they got a lot of young
got
players.
Hitters. So, check in on board here. Oh. All right.
As I'm scrolling through this here, I see Jordan Montgomery, and it still pains me that he is not a Yankee. They traded him to the Cardinals, and once they did, he figured it out, and he played incredible.
Yeah.
So I like him a lot. Especially he plays on a great Cardinals team. Great coaching over there.
You know, I may do something that I haven't really done too much, which is a little more of a balanced team with this draft, where 6 pitchers, 7 infielders, 7 outfielders. I feel like I'm kind of balanced everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Had I taken 3 straight infielders to start this draft, I probably would have been done with infield already. Shannon back on the clock.
All right, so I've got 4 across the board. I think I can do a pitcher. Let's see. I'm gonna go Luis Garcia, if I can press the button. There we go. I got it in there.
You got it. Good job.
And then my next pick, I'm going to try to see if I can't stack some of these guys here. I'm looking for Angels. Let's see, Cleveland would be. But again, it's like the kind of thing I just don't want to like force it.
Yeah.
But now I think
when you're starting to get later in the draft, I think it's a little easier to
exactly.
force. The guys aren't.
Yeah.
There's question marks with everybody at this point. So. Polanco went. That was a bummer. I got a lot of. I mean, Polanco. It's not a bummer because I already have way too much of him. But I was sitting there going, I could go Gallo than Polanco.
I was just about to talk about Gallo because he's still on the board.
Yeah.
And
I don't mind
he's a player
him.
With some upside.
There's a lot of upside. He's been hitting really well in spring.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to go with McCutchen. I already have Reynolds, so I got a little stack there. He's, like I said, he's one of those bets that we know what we're getting.
Yeah.
So I don't mind that. Don't really love the outfielders we have in this. Don't really love the pitchers either. And
good old Merrill Kelly's on there. He had a good season.
He did. I'm going to just go for a little reach, take Rasmussen, move on.
Tampa Bay Rays know how to produce pitchers, that's for sure.
They do. And they saved him for the playoffs a little bit last year, so I think they're pretty high on him. How many pitches or how many innings he pitches is the real question mark, I think, there.
All right, I'm one pick away. And Gallo might come to me. I don't see anyone that's going to help me at this point in terms of stacking.
Yeah, now is about the time where you start trying to kind of.
Somebody snagged Gallo, so I'm going to go with what am I up again? Let's see. So reason being with Anthony Rendon, I have Taylor Ward there as well. Yep. So
and look,
it was a little bit of a stretch because I probably could have gotten, but I didn't know what the situation was. I have a lot of picks between now and my next. So.
Yeah, the thing with Rendon is it's just a big question mark because he hasn't been able to put together a healthy season.
Exactly.
We know he's a great hitter, though.
Yeah, and reports so far in spring training are that he is really healthy. Everybody says so.
Everybody has said that, yes.
And I think if he can, that's the key. He just needs to stay healthy.
Yeah.
But in that lineup, it's going to be pretty nice. Anytime you got
you might want to think about getting your entire team crutches.
But if they're healthy,
If they're healthy. Yep.
you know.
If
They claim he's really healthy though, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna believe what the reports are saying.
Another little stack that I do think is interesting just because of their ballpark is the Reds.
Interesting.
You
Yeah,
have
Great American
Jonathan
Ballpark.
India, who is good. He's going late in the draft. You have Joey Votto that's going in like the last round.
Yeah.
You can stack those two together if you're needing infield. That's the one thing though. It's if you need infield, which at this point in the draft, infield's fairly easy to come by. Not a good There's still Boston stacks out there. My oh, you're on the clock.
And here you go. Trent Grisham.
I like that one for you also. What do you have? You have two.
Yeah, I got
You're
two.
up to four, aren't you?
Oh,
Four San Diegos? Padres, Crone. Oh, three.
Three, yeah.
What you could throw in, I know you still do need a little outfield, is you can go with Nelson Cruz late.
Okay.
He is somebody with huge upside. Looked like he lost a step last year.
Yeah.
But he had nobody around him. Yeah. He had nobody around him last year. This year, he's got everybody around him. So who knows what he can do.
What a world we're living in that I'm the one with the Padres stack here. What do you think about that, Tyler? All right, you're on the clock.
It hurts a little bit.
Focus.
Hurts a little bit, but it's not me. I'm going to try and get this Joey Votto India stack if I can. If I can't, it's not the end of the world. I think where India is going, the infielders around him, not really losing anything by taking him. Got 5 pitchers already. Don't love it, but I'm going to go Kike Hernandez.
Kike, I don't hate Kike. I like Fenway Park is why.
That's exactly it. There are still some stacking options with Kike late that I can do. There's Adam Duvall for finding an outfield. And then you can go with guys like Mondesi that have huge upside, and you can take them the last round because nobody else is.
Yeah.
So there are some things I like with the Boston stacks. There's a lot of guys that I like at the back end of this draft with them. But a lot of them are infielders, and there's just not going to need that many. All right, so we only have a couple more rounds. You're on the clock.
Here we go.
Who are you going with?
I'm going with Alex Bohm.
I like it. You got some
I
Phillies.
got some Phillies in there.
Yeah.
He's a good player.
All right. So right now you are at 5, 6, and 5. Are you going to take another pitcher?
I got to take another pitcher.
Yeah.
As you know.
I figured it would probably be in your best interest just because the Rodon and Glasnow thing. But look, you can get through that first month of the season decently. They're going to be in a terrific spot if those guys stay healthy.
As I'm scrolling through looking for pitchers, it gets a little thin.
It is a little thin. There are some innings eaters, though, that you can count on. Perez might fall a little bit too. Gonsolin's another one that might start on the IL.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See, I like him I think he's a great pitcher, but I just, with what I have right now, I just can't afford to have another guy that's dinged up.
Andrew Heaney upside.
Yeah.
This late in the draft is nice. Wainwright, you always know what you're getting.
Wainwright at home, right?
Wainwright at home. We said it all last season. Yeah, I mean,
don't hate that.
That's something that would be interesting to look up while you have some time here. How many home games do they have to start the season? Because if they have a lot of home, you'll get more Wainwright at home. And Wainwright's pitching in the World Baseball Classic, so you know he's you know a little more dialed in than he would normally to start the season. You also know you're going to get some innings with him. Up. You are next on the clock.
All right. So, yeah, they got some home games. Just a brief look at it. It's looking like they're home.
Yeah. And it's before St. Louis will get warm.
Oh, yeah. Look at all that home games.
Yeah.
All right.
And it's before it'll be warm in St. Louis.
Yep.
Before that ballpark starts being a little more hitter friendly. I don't mind it.
All right, Wayne, now let's do it, bud. So I'll just read over Max Scherzer, Carlos Rodon, Joe Musgrove, Tyler Glasnow, Luis Garcia, Adam Wainwright, Fernando Tatis, Jose Altuve, Jake Cronenworth, JT Realmuto, Anthony Rendon, Alec Boehm, Jordan Alvarez, Taylor Ward, Nick Castellanos, Oscar Gonzalez, Trent Grisham.
I like it.
Fairly happy, as you mentioned. A lot of injuries, but you know.
Hey,
I'm playing as an optimist.
You're in a fine spot.
The thing is, you never know when your players are gonna. Like, these guys could get healthy, and some other guys could get hurt. So
absolutely.
Got to take some risks in this game we call best ball.
Outfield is getting real thin. Fortunately, there's not many guys I like in the outfield, like late in the draft. So I might just kind of take my St. Louis. I'm going to go Contreras first, hoping Carlson comes back to me. I don't think Petey is going to take him, but it is a risk.
Oh, yeah. You guys are. Okay, so I got 6 pitchers, 6 infielders, 5 outfielders. Tyler, how do you feel about the ratio?
I think you're fine.
Okay.
You can really do whatever you want here. Actually, you definitely want to go outfield. You'll probably want to get to 6. You got 2 solid ones, Alvarez and Ward. And then,
Cruz,
kind of
some.
Cruz would be a great one for you there. Peter did not take Carlson. I'm going to take him just for the stack equity. Cardinals offense obviously looks like it's going to be great this year. Yes. So I do like getting into some Cardinals.
So I'm coming up here.
So right now I have 10 players stacked on my offenses. So I'm good.
You're in a good spot.
I'm good if I want to go elsewhere.
As I'm looking at this, I noticed Ramon Laureano's on there, and he was one of our sleeper picks.
He was. And there's a couple late outfielders I do like. There's Laureano. You can pair him with Ruiz.
Sure.
Who is likely going to be a rookie who they obviously like a lot because they paid a ton to trade for and get him. Um,
I'm gonna go Cruz because of the stack situation.
Yep.
But Mariana's one to watch for sure.
Yeah.
I also like Harrison Bader. It's a little bit of a homer pick for me, but
Hey, it's your team. You still
know.
have to have fun with your team. You can be a little bit of homer at times if you
do
want.
have to check their stats all season, so might as well pick the team that I watch all the time. But unfortunately, I don't have. Do I have any Yankees? I just don't think. Oh, I have Rodon. Yeah. All right, we got one.
You got one.
We're good.
Mm-hmm. It's part of your injury crew. All right, so we are about to enter the 19th round, so only 2 more picks for all of us here.
Pressure's on. Now we're looking at what are our late stacks.
Mm-hmm.
What are they? Let me
pull up
what are.
I am probably going to go a little fragile at pitcher, only with 5. Gosman, Manoah, Morton, Jesus Luzardo, Drew Rasmussen, and roll the dice.
Okay.
I think all of them have the K upside that I need. It's just, are they able to do it week in, week out? I know Gosman and Manoah can. Mm-hmm. Morton can, but he slipped a little last season.
All right, coming up here, just want to make sure I get a good look here at what we're working with. All right, so I am up right now, and I'm gonna go with Miles Straw from Cleveland. And that finally gets me a little Cleveland stack. Late round, but got him in there. I was also looking at Michael Brantley. Brandon Marsh is an interesting one too. He had a lot of pop last. Well, he didn't. He was not great, but let's see what he did last year.
The issue is he wasn't getting a ton of playing time.
True. Yep.
But yeah, I mean, he's kind of a wild card, as most are in this range.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Von Grissom, but still not totally sure he's going to be the starting shortstop. He might not be. Since Votto has made his spring debut, I feel like he has started going a little earlier, so I'm going to reach a little bit and just take him. So I have that stack. Now I am conflicted if I should go pitcher or take another fielder. You know what? I'm going to go the upside, adding to my Dodger stack, hoping the prospect gets called up and hits James Outman.
All right. I like it. I like that one. Who's also an interesting one? I'll get your opinion on. Trace Thompson. What are your thoughts about him? Hit a home run. Do you think he's figured it out?
No. I think that he's going to have some playing time, but the outfield is kind of crowded. Mm-hmm. And that's my issue with Outman, too, is there's not clear playing time. They have Peralta, Chris Taylor could see some outfield. They have Betts, Outman, Hayward, Thompson. There's a lot of different guys for that spot. Why Betts might play some second base this year. Mm-hmm. And it's my reservation with Outman is very likely I'm going to need an injury for him to play.
Right. So I'm up right now, and I'm just kind of looking at things. And I'm actually gonna go with the Yankee, and you might be a little mad because he is hurt, but Oswald Peraza for the Yankees.
Hey, you know what? I like it. There's a very clear path to him getting a lot of playing
Playing
time.
time.
Yeah.
That's the
And if you're in that offense,
you're gonna be just fine.
there is chances to produce. So uh, we're done. Another draft in the books.
High five. Great success.
Mm-hmm.
So let's read off our remind me how to go back.
Go to sorry, the tournament,
Mhm.
and then it's going to be the top one.
Okay. So review our teams. Oh, I have it up, so I'll go first. So I got Max Scherzer, Carlos Rodon, Joe Musgrove, Tyler Glasnow, Luis Garcia, Adam Wainwright, my infield, Fernando Tatis, Jose Altuve, Jake Cronenworth, JT Realmuto, Anthony Rendon, Alec Bohm, Oswald Peraza, Jordan Alvarez, Taylor Ward, Nick Castellanos, Oscar Gonzalez, Trent Grisham, Nelson Cruz, and Miles Straw. I'm happy with my team.
You
It's
got
a little
some.
banged up.
You
but
have
we got
major
some,
upside though.
yeah,
If things go your way,
we'll see.
could be good.
Let's hear yours.
Kevin Gosman, Alec Manoah, Charlie Morton, Jesus Luzardo, Drew Rasmussen. Only 5 pitchers, so I'm going a little thin there. Need things to go my way, guys, to stay healthy.
Sure.
Then infield, Jose Ramirez, Freddie Freeman, Max Muncy, Josh Bell, Jonathan India, Wilson Contreras, Joey Votto, and in the outfield, Ryan Reynolds, George Springer, JD Martinez, Tyler O'Neill, Andrew McCutcheon, Kike Hernandez, Dylan Carlson, James Outman.
It's crazy that you have Jose Ramirez and Freddie Freeman.
Yes.
That's
That's
a
what
good
happens
one.
when you take them on the turn.
That's
But
pretty awesome.
yeah, when this has been happening to me, and I almost did it in this draft too, where I took Bichette, I think almost fell to me with the third pick. And in that scenario, I've been just stopping at 4 infielders because it's like I have 4 or 3 in the top, my first 3 picks. Like I've already invested so much to infield, I need them to work.
All right. So successful draft, another one. Remember, if you want to play basketball, use our promo code when you download Underdog Fantasy. Promo code is LineStar. You'll get extra $100 if your deposit match. Make sure to check that out. Plus 2 free months of LineStar. And as always, check out our tool on the LineStar app, linedraft.com. We've got a props AI tool that will help you dominate also on Underdog Fantasy in their pick'em contest. So make sure to check out LineStar for all the tools you need to dominate the daily fantasy and the prop bet market. Good luck to you in your best ball drafts, and your brackets, and everything you got going on in the sports betting universe.
All of it.
We'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.
Have a good one, guys. Bye.